Hey guys, so as of recently I've been getting lots of questions about my eyebrows, how I fill them in, what I use, and can I do a tutorial. So today I thought that I just answer all of those questions and do an eyebrow tutorial. So on the one side, on my one eyebrow, I'm going to be doing a high-end product, and then on the other eyebrow I'm going to be using a drugstore product. So for the high-end side, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade in dark brown. It's basically just this it's almost like a gel liner but for your eyebrows. It's also waterproof, which is really cool, and sweat proof and all that kind of cool things. And then I'm going to be using the Essence Eyebrow Designer in 02 brown on the other side. It looks like this. I will leave all the links down below and the prices if you are interested in getting any of these things. So if you'd like to see how I do my eyebrows, then please keep watching. So these are my natural brows. I thread them and then I use castor oil on them sometimes, or coconut oil, and I feel like that just moisturizes it and encourages growth, which is great. So on this eyebrow I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade and this angled brush over here. This is a MAC 233. I'm going to use this one. So what I do is I take some of that pomade and I just coat the tip of my brush in it, and then I brush out my eyebrow hairs with the end of this thing, or you can use a spoolie or whatever you have. Use your hand if you need to. And I use this, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I fill it in. So I start at the ends and I try to use not too much product, and I use a really light hand as well. So I like to start at the ends and fill in the sparse areas. Then I'll go toward the top. So I don't like using too much product because I feel like it's just gonna be too dark and too much. So I just take whatever's left over and I try to fill in all the sparse areas. Don't worry about this, we'll clean that up now. And then what I do after that is I take a bit more of the pomade, but like I literally the lightest you can go, just like a tiny dip. I'm not even putting that much pressure on it. And then underneath and then just to fill it up and make it look a bit fluffy, I like to take the edge of this and then just plump up the fronties a bit. So this is what your eyebrow should look like once it's done. The next thing I do is I take a flat brush. This brush I just got it in a nudes palette, the LA Girl nudes palette, and it works really well for the under eyebrow concealer. So I just use some Catrice camouflage cream, and this is in the color 10 Ivory. And I go underneath my brow just to clean it up a bit. So that's how I clean it up underneath my brow. And I usually put like a highlight over here once I'm done with all my makeup, and the highlight just sticks to that really well, so that's a plus. And then whatever's left over on the brush, I just take and I clean up around my eyebrow. And that's basically how I fill in this eyebrow. So this white looks a bit weird, so I'm just going to put some highlight underneath it to show you guys what I mean. So I'm just going to go in with my good old LA Girl trusty LA Girl glow palette, and this one over here, which is like a gold shade. And I'm just going to take that on this fan brush, and I'm going to pop that It looks so nice underneath the brow, and it just makes everything look a lot cleaner. So that's how I do the one side with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. So now I'm just going to use my Essence Eyebrow Designer, and I'm going to fill in the side. So what I do first is I like to brush it out, and the key to using a pencil is to keep it really sharp. So I'm going to show you guys how I fill in this eyebrow using this eyebrow pencil. So I start at the end and I just use light strokes to fill in the sparse areas. So I basically do the same thing. I just draw the outer ends on instead of filling them in with an angled brush. And then, just like my other eyebrow, I like to fill in the ends mainly. And then I just go in the front, go underneath. And then I just like to lightly brush up like that. And then I take my brush thingy that comes at the end of this eyebrow pencil, and then I just brush it through. Cool. And now I'm just going to take my camouflage cream and do the exact same cleanup that I did on this eyebrow. On this side, I am wearing my Essence Eyebrow Pencil in O2 Brown, and on this side I'm wearing the Anastasia. So it's really your preference which one you prefer. I use this one every day. Sometimes when I feel like using this one, I will. I think that this one looks a bit more natural. This one's more like eyebrows on fleek, you know, that trend where it was like a bit like faded. So I think that's what this product gives. Also, this one is really affordable. This one may be out of some people's budgets, but this is a really good alternative. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Bye!